Welcome back guys to another Farming Simulator 22 video. Just here to talk about the new patch, the 1.2 patch, which is a game update for the game. With it came a load of new equipment that's now, once you've installed the patch, will be part of the base game. They're not mods, you won't find them in the mod hub, which is really cool. Some of them are really good and really nice, like these few sitting here in front of me, but we'll get right into them. I'll show the equipment off and then we might move on and talk about some of the new game features that have been added, some of the changes. So we'll get into the showcase, guys, I guess. In front of me here, first off, is this little blue beast of a tractor. This one is the new Landini 7230 Robo 6. It will take 13 slots out of your slot count on console. There is no download size for every one of these models because they, like I said, they're not a mod, so they're not in the mod hub. If you haven't gone and got the patch, I'd highly recommend to go and grab it, download it, even if it's just for the equipment. But there is a lot of bug fixes in it as well Giants have worked on. I'm pretty sure they are working on more patches, but this isn't a bad first patch. Anyway, back to what I was saying. This one, like I said, is the Landini 7230 Robo 6, and yeah, uses 13 slots. Really nice tractor. And start him up. Nice engine sounds. Has a horn. Lights. 360-degree lights, that's cool. Also have beacons on the top there. Nice 3-point link front and back. Does sound really nice. I like the sound of the new engines. Stuff in this 22 gets along pretty good. 52 kilometers an hour max speed. It's inside the cab, or first person view. Yeah, really nicely detailed. Anyway, you'll find this under vehicles, under medium tractors. It is right there for $150,000 for the base model. And then in here we have wheel options. We have Trailerborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian. Back to Trailerborg. The Trailerborg we have standard, wheel weights, wide weights, rear twins, twins all round, narrow. They're not like row crop narrow, but they are narrower. And back to standard. Under Michelin we have weights, wide with weights, twins, front and rear twins, and narrows as well. Continental, looks like they're all going to have the same options no matter what tyre brand you go for. Okay, so you can't have narrows on BKTs or Mitas. No. What about these guys? Oh, yep, you can have narrow in the Vredesteins, and Nokian where you just get your ground kings, your tractor kings, and then your TRI2s or your communal tyres. You do get a front loader, so you can have the Hauer or the Quick. And engine setups is the 7200 Robo 6 engine, which is 190. Then you have the 210, which is 210, 230, which is 225 horsepower, and back to the 200. So 225 is the biggest horsepower on this one. Main colour you have plain blue that it's in, so the Landini blue. Then you have the metallic, which I don't mind the metallic paint. And then under rims you have standard or black. So gloss black or say silver, I'd say, more than white. And then you obviously got your license plate options there. But that is the Landini. Up next we have these awesome looking tractors. Everyone's been waiting for these guys, I'm pretty sure. So these are the Case IH quad track, Steiger and road track tractors. So this one here is the Steiger, as you can see there, the 620 Case IH Steiger AFS Connect. So it's basically your wheeled version of the big fella down the end there with the quad tracks. But really nice, they're big articulating tractors, so they turn from in the middle. They sound really nice, they do get up to 40 kilometers an hour pretty quick for a big tractor. So I'll just start now, so as you can see they build speed rather fast. And bang, I'm at 40k an hour already. Didn't get very far, so that's pretty cool. The engine do sound nice on these as well. But we have 360 degree lighting, beacons on the top, horn sounds pretty measly for such a big tractor. Same with this guy, pretty much the same. Lights, beacons. Obviously the only difference is they have the narrow tracks for pretty much working in between your crops, so you don't damage your crops, you can go in between the rows. And then you got the flagship, the big Case IH quad track. Has a nice, massive, big, wide tracks on it. Those are huge. But the same, horn, 360 degree lights, beacons. And yeah, they all move pretty quick, up to 40 k's. First person inside, nicely detailed interior. Still have that glitch with the mirror. They're kind of pretty much looking straight at them, but they go all funny like that. Hopefully that'll get fixed in another patch. But yeah, they didn't fix it this patch, but that's okay. I mean, if it annoys you that much, I just stay in third person view or outside view, and yeah, it's fine. So to find these is under vehicles, under large tractors, and there's the two tracked ones. So you got the road track AFS Connect series for 488,500. It's base model. So in here there's no real options on it. You've got engine setup basically, so from 468 to 525 up to 558 horsepower, which is the road track 500. And you got your license plate. No colour palette is how it comes. Same with all the other Case tractors we got. Yeah, that's it. Same with the AFS quad track series. A little bit dearer. Has license plate still. And it has a 470 quad track, which is 524 horsepower. We go up to the 500 to 558, 540 at 613 horsepower, 580 at 647 horsepower, and then the 620 at 692 horsepower. So a fair bit of grunt for a big tractor. But yeah, fairly pricey as well. So you get the biggest engine, will add $108,000 more. So there's over $500,000 worth of a tractor. And then the Steiger further on is just there towards the end near the Versatile. So yeah, it's just like sorry, not the road track, it's like the quad track, it just has tyres instead of the mats on the wheels. So you have Trailerborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, and back to Trailerborg. All options are the same under every brand, it's just either weights or no weights. That's it, same engine setups as the quad tracks. You got the 470, 500, 540, 580, 620, and it has the same horsepower as the quad track, 692 at full, and then it just goes down from there all the way to 524 at its smallest. And that is the quad track AFS series tractors. Up next we have over here are these guys. This is a new brand to Farming Simulator as far as I know. It's ABI, and these guys are just water trailers. I like how they got the little pump, petrol powered pump on the front, so that's cool. Obviously this one here on the right with the hose is the bigger of the two. This is the smaller fella. They will only hold water, and I fill this one up, so the big one has 6,056 litres of water. I think this one's 2,000 or 3,000 something, but we'll have a look at that in the shop. The smaller one will take, so this is the ABI 550. It'll use 3 slots on console, and this bigger one, the 1600, will use 4 slots. And I forgot to tell you the slots for the case tractors. Sorry guys, I'll get back to the tanks in a second. So each of these, the Steiger will use 14, the quad track will use 14, and the little road track with the skinny tracks in the middle will use 13 slots. Yeah, sorry about that guys, but that's the slots that the case tractors will use. Back to these, we'll find these under tools, under animals, so just there. So you've got the ABI attachments 550 and the 1600, so $3,000 for that trailer. Holds 2,082 litres and water only. There's no options other than rim colour, and we get a white, a grey, a black and a chrome. So you have the grey, the black and chrome. It's the same for the big one. There's a bit more detail on the big one, and you get your license plate as well. So you get this for $8,000. So white, grey, black and chrome. Chrome look nice, but so do the grey. And license plate option again, but yeah, that's it. They come as is. There's no other options than that, and they are just a dedicated water trailer. Okay, after that we have this guy here, which is the Amazon TPak U. It is basically a tractor weight with some wheels just to help to balance it. Not sure if you could use it as a silage roller, but probably could, seeing how it's got the wheels on it. I'll just grab the Landini. So it is 3-point link attached to either the front or back of the tractor. You just connect it, the legs fold up, you lift it, and you can put it down, and the wheels will roll around on the ground like so, just to balance that weight just a little bit. So that's why I'm guessing you may be able to use it as a silage roller. I could be wrong, it may not change compaction at all, but that's basically it. It's just a roller, and I detach it and it folds up just like that. So you will find this Surprisingly not under weights where I thought it would be. It's actually in tools under miscellaneous, and it is right there. $5,000 to buy, and it will use 2 slots on console. No color options or additional additives. The only things you can add is extra weight, so it starts off as is at 500 kilos, and then you can add 100 kilo weights. And if you notice on the top, it added those plate weights, and you can go to 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700 kilos of weight extra. So it takes it from 500 kilos right up to 1.2 ton in weight all up, and costs an extra $700 on top. So basically $100 for 100 kilos of weight. But that's the Amazon TPak U weight for your tractor, guys. Up next after that is, so it's actually the attachment on the back here, which is the Bowmak track pack. It will take 8 slots on console, but it is basically a tool to attach to your slurry spreaders. It's fairly wide too. I didn't think it was going to be as wide as what it is, but when I unfolded it I was quite surprised. So yeah, it's basically a tool for spreading slurry and digestate on your field. So you turn on your tanker, you'll drop that, and then as you drive along, this is already fertilized, but it'll lay fertilization on your ground. You can also hold L1 and press right on your D-pad for double rate applications. You will use slurry or digestate a lot quicker. Operating sounds are really cool. As you can see, my digestate is going down really fast already. So if I turn that off again, I speed up. But yeah, that's basically it. Before I jump in the shop, this thing here that I've got it on was also dropped as the patch. This is the, if I'm saying it right, it's a Dutch company that make this in real life. It's a Vervaet Hydro Trike 5x5, and it will use 14 slots on console, and you will find the tool under slurry tanks, and there it is right there, the Bowmak track pack for 62 grand. Comes as it is. Says it's 18 meter working width, but when I folded it out, it looks bigger than that, but I could be wrong. Yeah, very nicely detailed with all the pipe work in there, hydraulic hoses, awesome bit of gear, and it'll inject slurry or digestate directly into your fields for 62 grand. The other bit of gear is under vehicles, under miscellaneous, and it is just there, the VF Verve. I think that's how you say it, I could be wrong, I'm sorry if I got it wrong. It's the Hydrotrike 5x5. It's a dedicated self-propelled slurry tanker. Will hold 20,000 litres of slurry or digestate. It's $346,500 to buy, base model. You only have 2 tyre options, which are Trailerborg and Michelin. There are no tyre options under them. Just get Trailerborg. Michelin are slightly bigger, I think. The design is launch edition, so that must have been the design on it when the tractor was launched. And you've just got your standard design. I like the launch one, and of course your license plate. But again, sounds really awesome. Horn, that sounds like a horn that should have been on the Steigers. We have beacons. So have one on the back there, two up the front. Also have lights, pretty much 360 degree lights. That's pretty cool. And if you hold L1 and press up and down on your right stick, you can lower the, what I'm guessing is a fill pipe. So if you go to your animal pens and you want that realism on console of filling this up like you're pumping it out of the slurry or digestate pit, then you can go ahead and do that. Yeah, really nice bit of gear. That engine sounds are awesome. Has a really good turning circle, obviously. You pretty much turn that wheel almost straight round. Interior, not a lot happening, but nicely detailed. Monitor lights up. It's pretty cool. Mirror glitches again. We've got climate control and speakers in the roof, some wiper switches and stuff. Really cool. I like that. That is awesome. That is a cool slurry tanker. Alright, after that we have... Let me see, what do we have? We have this trailer right here. This new Flegel guy. So, get out of my way. So this is the Flegel Noah TTW 140 animal trailer, and it will use 4 slots on console. It's an animal transport. So we'll start it up, and then to simulate loading the animals, we push L1 and we unfold livestock trailer with X, which is on PlayStation. It lowers and the doors open so the animals can pretty much just walk on in. Obviously they don't in the game, but really cool. So it's the same L1X to fold it up, the doors shut, the hydraulics lift the trailer off the ground, and yeah, away you go. Really cool trailer. So you'll find that in tools under animal transport. We've got the 2 horse trailers. We had the Silver Star there, but now we've got this cheaper option. And it will hold 6 cows, 13 pigs and 13 sheep. No options at all, comes as it is. Only option is the license plate, but yeah, another cheaper option for a smaller farm. Carry your animals around, it's 25 grand to buy. And after that, up next is... oh yes, is the little guy next to him there. Beefy sounding little tractor. Find my reversing skills, guys, they're not the best. So next up in the line of equipment is this guy, the KUHN Primor 15070M. It's basically a Bale Shredder. It will use 5 slots on console. You will find this under animals. It's got the little guy there. Here he is there right at the end. It says it only holds 2 bales, but it doesn't. It can hold more depending on how you load them. but we'll have a look at it. There's no options, it comes as it is, 200 horsepower requirement to operate it, and it just has a license plate option. It's not a bad bit of gear. It is in turn just a bale shredder, and it says in there that you can only bale 2 bales, but if you stand them up on end like that, you can actually fit 4 bales in here of straw. And the round ones, well, they'll be easy to stack anyway, if it takes round bales. I haven't tried round ones, but yeah, you attach it, L1 and down, is it? Up on the right stick, lower the door, just that cupping shape of the door. Probably could put a round bale on that, lift the door, and it'll just roll on in. That's my guess, I could be wrong. Yeah, then you close it up, L1 and down on the right stick closes the door. L1 and right, left or right, there. Zoom in a bit. Moves the spout up or down, so you can change the height where you aim it. I'll close the door because I'm a goose. So basically unload here, so L1 R1 together, triangle, and as you can see it just shreds the hay, and you can change the height of it by just moving it up and down like so. Yeah, it works really well. You can do that for bedding for your animal pens. That's basically it, guys. Not a bad bit of gear. Be handy for doing your bedding with your animals, your cows and pigs and horses and such. And yes, that is the KUHN Prima 150-070. Next up is this guy here, which is basically a snowblower. It is the Samaz Tornado 252. It will use 3 slots on console. I don't have snow, so I can't show off the operation. The idea is you drive along, that sucks up the snow. You aim the spout to whichever direction you want the snow to go, and you can blow it off the sides of the road. You will find this in tools under winter equipment, right there at the end there. 9,500 to buy, working width of 2.5 meters, 90 horsepower to operate, and it has no options at all. It comes as is, attaches with a 3-point link and drives with a PTO. Yeah, it's in essence a snowblower, basically, for clearing snow off your farm or off the roads. But yeah, it's cool to see that in the game. We do have one now. And moving on from there, we have these guys. These guys are the Kong-skilled, if I've said that right, I've probably butchered that, something shocking as well. But yeah, it is the Kong-skilled GXF 365P front mower, which is this guy here. And to partner with that is the GXT 13005, which is the big butterfly trailed mower on the back. And as far as that goes, this is the widest working width mower in the game as of the patch. The front mower here will use 3 slots on console, and the big back mower uses 8. You will find them under tools, under mowers. There they are there. So you've got the GXF 3605P for 15,000, 3.5 meter working width, 95 horsepower to operate. And then you've got the GXT 13005P for 149,500 to buy. 250 horsepower to operate. They will run at 22 kilometers an hour, so you can mow pretty quick. And this one is a whopping 12.3 meters wide. The options on the rear mower are standard, the GXT 13005P, or you can have that with the collector, which just adds that belt attachment there, which once that's on will allow you to choose the swath dropping platform you would like to use, and your license plate option there obviously as well. And this is the front mower, no options, come as is. It also run at 22 kilometers an hour. So we'll go ahead and jump in the New Holland, fold the front mower, turn that on and lower it, come forward a bit, we'll unfold this big guy at the back, and see the belt's better now up there. So to change that, as you can see in my menu at the bottom, it says select work mode, and it's on wide spreading at the moment. I think you hold R1, there it is, it says toggle work mode by pressing L3. It's wide spreading, press L3, it'll go to swath dropping, so it'll leave a nice neat line down the middle. Or I can pick my two swaths from, it'll swath from the left or it'll swath from the right, depending on what you want to do. Wide dropping. So I'll start off with swath dropping. Turn that on and we'll drop it down. As you can see, it'll just push all the grass into the middle there. Get a better idea when I hit this end of the field. So if you're doing silage bale, you won't need to windrow, you'll just mow, drop it in a nice line, and that will be it. Nice wide mowing line as well, which is pretty good. You'll mow pretty quick with that width. I'll just head back, but I'll show you the different swath droppings. I needed that row for next, so turn it on. So as you saw, that's swath dropping, nice neat row down the center. And we can go left, so it'll spread wide, but then throw it into the middle from that side. And we can swap it, and it'll do the same thing from the opposite side. Or we can lift both sides and just have widespread. Pretty handy bit of gear. They sound awesome too. But yes, that is the Skyled mower set. I probably butchered that name, but anywho, I'll just grab the quad track for the next one, I think. The next mod is this guy over here. Is a nice looking bit of gear too. Real solid looking. We have, by Krone, the Big Pack 1290 HD PVC square baler. And it will use, where's my notes here? it will use 8 slots on console. It does have the option to add the silage additive tank up there, which is why I've got that there. That's the silage additive, which you can add to your forage harvesters as well. And I'm pretty sure when you use it, it gives you a 5% boost on your silage. So obviously if you use it in here and you make grass bales, that'll go into the grass bales. When you wrap it for silage, you should get more silage out of that bale, so that's handy. Is how it is. So I jump into the shop. It's under tools, under balers, and it is right there. It's $155,000 to buy. It will do your 180 centimeter square bales right up to the big 240 centimeters. You can change bale sizes like you can with the 1290 ID and the 436 HD and the 1290 high density. And it's actually, the Crone is actually cheaper than all of those. It's a little bit dearer than the Class, but that's okay. Not by much. But you can have the silage additive tank on this. And it uses a little less horsepower than the Class. That's okay. It's like an in-between, really, which is cool. But yeah, no options except for the tank, like I said. So that's without the tank, that's with the tank. So that's pretty cool. $2,000 extra for the tank and your license plate options as well. So we'll just jump in, start it up, pull up. It says refill baler, click L3 on console, PlayStation. And you can see down the bottom the additive tank is filling up. See how many litres it will hold. And while that's filling, we are set to 220. So I'll take that down to 180. I'll see if I can show you the different sizes in the bales. Unfold the baler. Turn the beacons on. Oh nice, it's got the strobe beacons. They're cool, I don't mind the look of them. They're nice LED ones. So it took that whole pallet of stuff. So it'll basically hold 120 litres of the additive. Maybe a bit more, but we'll turn him on. Drop him down. We'll get a 180 grass bale. Hopefully fill it up. See if I can stop this. Alright, pass. So what are we going to get? That 4 and... Alright, we'll get... Should be 5,000 litre bale. So we'll lift that, unload the bale. That is the little bale there. Right, we'll turn the bale back on and we'll go to the 220. Should go past the 5,000 litre mark. Yep, should get to 6, I think it is. Should add an extra 6,000 litres. As you can see, it's a lot longer. Then we'll go up to the 240. Hopefully I'll have enough grass to get one out for you. Should go up to about 7,000 litres. As you can see, the additive's going down as well, so if we were to wrap that, we should get... I'm not going to have enough grass. Maybe I can pick up some of this grass. see, I only need these work for me. These be good to me. And there we go, there's the bigger ones. It's pretty cool. What did that one come out at? 6,500? 6,000. Okay, that's weird. I know there's different sizes. Really nice baler though. Awesome bit of gear. Up next we have, also by Crone, is the GX520 trailer, which is just over there. We'll just go over and have a look at it. This has got a pretty cool trick up its sleeve as well. So that's it. Nice looking trailer. Does hold everything. So you'll find that under tools, under trailers. There it is, the Crone GX520 for $119,000. That's also a little feature that's been added, is see the crop types it takes down the bottom now moves side to side, so it will show every crop type. And that's just in the game now. It even works for this trailer next to it. Menu never did that before, but that's really cool. So you can see all the crops it will take. Anyway, back to the Crone. Wheel options are Trailer Borg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, and back to Trailer Borg. You have wides. I think they're the same for all of them. Yep. Just wides or standard. Cover, yes or no. I didn't get the cover. On the license plate. Holds 52,000 litres. So a fairly big trailer. The other thing I like about it is you can change, it has a movable floor, so we'll open the back door, which is L1 and triangle, opens that back door. If you can see, it has like a conveyor belt floor in it there. So if we now turn sliding floor on, we should be able to, if I'm correct. If not, I might have to do it the other way. Not only will it take loose materials, just drop him down. As you can see there, the floor is rotating, taking a pallet in, so we could row that in, turn floor off, move it forward. Oh, sorry about camera collisions, wish we had an option to turn that off. Load another pallet on, turn on, and we can load this beauty up with pallets or bales. Excuse me. Or anything like that. We can load it all the way to the front, turn it off, and then we press R1 and press down, sliding floor backwards, L1 up, takes the floor backwards. So now it will come back, coming back. That is a really cool feature. I haven't seen that in one of these trailers before, but that is really cool. multi-purpose trailer. I like it. It's L1 and triangle closes the door. That is a really cool trailer with an awesome feature, that sliding floor. The other feature it does have is you can hold R1 up and down on your right stick will adjust the drawbar height for your trailer, so you can have all 3 wheels level on the ground or match up to whatever tractor you're pulling it with, like so. I really do like that. I think that is awesome. I think that rounds out all the new equipment for the patch. So we'll get on to talking about what other... Oh no, sorry. There's 2 more under buildings. Almost forgot about those. That's these guys. Which is this mobile home. Mobile home. It'll use 1 slot on console, and the guy next to him is the old barn, which will also use 1 slot on console. A bit of room in here, which is cool. Don't think there's lights. No. Yeah, old timber barn. I'm gonna add a bit of rustic look to your farm. Heaps of space. It'd be good for storing hay bales and stuff. Anyway, you'll find these under your build menu, which is the 3 lines down the bottom under construction. First one is under buildings, under sheds, and it is right there for $8,000. And you can rotate that, place it anywhere as long as the ground is nice and flat. Depending on the land, depending on the cost and how much groundwork will need to be done, depends on how much it'll cost you. But that is it there, guys. And then you'll find the little mobile home under buildings, under farmhouses. It is right there at the beginning. 20 grand to buy, and you can put it there. It is a sleep trigger, so you can only have 1 per farm in single player. You can have more in multiplayer, I'm pretty sure, but that's it there. And it is basically a sleep trigger. You walk up, click your button, pick what time you want to sleep through till, and yeah, Bob's your uncle. Wake up when it gets to the time. Now that, I am pretty sure, actually 100% sure now, that is all of the equipment and gear buildings given to us in the new patch, which are now base game items, which is awesome. Space in the mod hub not getting used up. It's excellent. Anyway, moving on, some of the features we have been given. I'll just bring up the website so I can see. Patch notes, there's a lot of fixes that have been dealt with in the patch notes. I won't read all of them out, but I will read out the new additions part, which is for the game. So we now have the ability, apparently, is added to enlarge mod hub screenshots when viewing the mod details. Not in the mod hub, so I'll have to try that outside of this. The next one after that, we get added ability to remove buildings on all 4 farms of Elm Creek. So that's the map I'm on now. I'll just go to this guy, the Mahindra. I parked up here. So just to show you where I went from down here where I was showing you all the gear, we are now up here in the top corner at this farm up here. It's one of the farms you can buy. But yeah, you couldn't do this before. You would buy the farm, all the buildings are there, you'd buy it, couldn't get rid of the buildings. You couldn't design your own farm on this block of land if this is the plot you want. So the new feature is, if we go into construction, I can come here, highlight any building on here, and see how all of them glow blue. I can, on PlayStation anyway, I don't know what the buttons are on Xbox or PC. Could probably do this on PC anyway. But for console, it's a pretty good game changer, really. So I can click R3, brings up my sale menu. I don't get any money or anything like that, but I can sell it. And now it has cleared the farm, so I can now landscape that to how I want. I can put my own buildings in. If I want, I can put my own sheds. I can design my own farm, have the fields that I wanted, the roads that are there if that's where I wanted them. That is really cool. Never had that option before, so that's a really cool one. They've also added AI support for reverse driving tractors. For example, the Vario 900 and the Valmet 8750. Is it medium tractors? This guy here does it. So you can see there in the back corner, it's a steering wheel. You've got the option to swing your seat around and drive the tractor backwards. So maybe there's AI support for that, for all them tractors, which is kind of cool. Also after that, they added the option for free placement of placeables. So it doesn't read how it sounds. Like, it basically reads that you can now place buildings for free, but that's not what it means. What it means is, we'll just jump back down here, go into our construction menu. So if I place, say, let's say this shed, for example. So I want to place this, which is fine. I'll zoom in. It's my responsibility to flatten the ground. If I don't, I can cause trouble. But so say if I put that one there, and then I want to place another one right next to it, like a double shelter. Won't let me. See, it says overlap with another object. So what I can do is, up in my menu where it says controls on the top left of my screen, it says place item, cancel, toggle free mode on and off with triangle. At the moment it's off. If I turn that on by pressing triangle, it now gives me a price, and the building collision is gone. So I could even cross that in there, line the pillars up. I could line them up if I wanted to. It's just an example. You probably won't do this, but line the pillars up for that price. I can place another one right there. Like they said, if I didn't level the ground out before you do it. Now I'm stuck on that. Sorry guys, bear with me. I know it's a pain to bear with me, but please bear with me. But as you can see, I didn't level the ground, so that has come up through the floor of my shed. So that's my responsibility. If I want to use that free mode and I know where I'm going to place it, you should level the ground first with your tool. But that's just what it gives you. It allows you to place your placeables really close to each other to save room on your farm. That, to me, is such an awesome feature when designing your own farm. You don't have building collisions anymore, but yeah, like I explained, you need to flatten the ground so your sheds will look like that on the inside and not like that. Don't do what I did, kids, because your farm will look like utter crap. But yeah, it's still a cool feature that you can now put buildings so close to each other like that to make different shelters and set up sheds different ways. I think that's really cool. After that one, they've added a feature in your settings here where it's got fuel. Here. So you got fuel usage. I've got it set to normal. They've actually added a high. I know you only had normal and low. So now you got high if you want to make farming a bit harder or seem more realistic. Also, a new feature they added is in the build menu, the construction, under production, is it? Under orchards, with grapes or olives, you could place these. So you do that, and now you have parallel snapping. Before you couldn't do that, you had to sort of manually do it, but I can just flick left or right. Boom. And done. Snap it again. Bang. So now you can make nice, pretty much perfect, neat orchard rows, and it works with the olives as well. So you can go boom, olives, snap, basically. There you go, nice, neat, perfect little rows. That's a cool feature. Makes making your orchards a lot easier. After that one, you have added yield potential and weed removal tool recommendation to the field info. So they've added more to your field info. So you got your yield bonus info there now. So depending on what you've done to your field, I've just got 100% fertilization, so it's giving me a plus 80% yield to my field. If I lime that and rolled it, it'll probably get to 100% yield bonus. Depending on my crop, if I had bees, I could probably boost my crop again with bees for the plants or crops that the bees do affect. So that's really, really cool. And also in here under your map, so this one, you got soil composition now. So you had crop types, growth, you've got soil compositions. You can see which fields are fertilized, which ones aren't, which ones need lime, which ones need rolling, which is light blue. So that one there needs rolling. Purple is mulched, which doesn't show any mulched fields. And the stones on your field from yellow to red, so I guess red being severe stones on the field to medium and not much, so that's okay. So I guess all these dots on the field is stones, so if you were to deep cultivate, they'd all come to the surface, I take it. So that must be how deep they are in the field. Pretty interesting little feature. Mightn't be one you enjoy, but that's not too bad. Don't know what they mean by weed removing tool recommendation to the field info. Don't know what that means. Sorry, I don't know what that one means. And the last one added is license plate on Erlengratt now fully customizable. I can't confirm or deny that one, guys. I haven't played on Erlengratt and played around with the customization for the license plates on that map. By the sound of that, there was some problems with it on that map. Well, now they've added that, so not bad. But yeah, that brings me to the end of this video, guys. Apologies for being so long, but I just wanted to show off all the gear and talk about some of the new additions to the game, and hopefully explain them the best I could. So yeah, I'll finish the video up there, guys. Again, have a good day, evening, and a good night wherever you may be. I'll see you in the next video, and again, thanks for watching.